Hi, this is Harsha coming to you live from the launch of the Transworld Group, where they're celebrating the 35 years of a glorious past and also unveiling something really, really special. A brand new logo that's up for grabs, and that's coming up in this very special gig that's happening right here at the Transworld. We hope it Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a proud privilege to have you all here. We're just about another 2 minutes away from starting the proceedings for a very momentous occasion, 35 years of the Transworld Group. And I'd like to once again welcome all you special guests here. In just about 2 minutes, we kickstart with the proceedings. Guests to be seated, and we'll be starting in just about a minute from now. I request all our special guests, dignitaries, to please take their seats. Right, we are good to go. So good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. It's a proud privilege to have you all here for this fantastic occasion celebrating 35th anniversary of the Transworld Group. It's a premier organization which offers innovative solutions by providing high quality, innovative service to its customers, stakeholders, and has been a market leader. It's aiming higher. It's a trendsetter. And today on this very fantastic day, we are going to unveil something really, really special. It's a brand new logo of the Transworld Group. How it really looks like, you might not have a clue. What you're seeing on screen right now is the old version of Transworld. But in these years, from 1976, the Dubai headquartered company has achieved loads. We're going to run you through everything, but for the moment, let's have a quick stand up for the national anthems of UAE and India. Please, I request you to all rise up for the occasion. Thank you. Well, today as Transworld Group marks its 35th anniversary, we would be unveiling its new look. So you're going to have a glimpse of a renewed vision, what's in store for the future and everything that's going to happen today. I'd like to call upon Mr. Ritesh Ramakrishnan. He is the director of the Transworld Group for a felicitation of our chief guests and guests of honor here. Mr. His Excellency Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayam, Chairman of the DP World. His Excellency Sanjay Verma, the Consul General of India. And Mr. Mohammad Sharaf, the CEO of DP World. Thanks a lot. Well, time now to light the lamp for a glorious past and for a vibrant future of the Transworld Group. I'd like to call upon stage His Excellency Consul General of India, Mr. Sanjay Verma. And also we can have Ms. Geeta Ramakrishnan. She's the director of the Transworld Group. And Mr. Kulas, Mr. L.D. Kulas, he's the managing director of the Transworld Group, to please come and do the needful. We'd also like to have Mr. Ram Narayan. He's the managing director and vice chairman of the Transworld Group. Thanks a lot. And now it's time for us to have a glimpse into the glorious past and also the vision forward, courtesy the Transworld Group of Companies. I'd like to call Mr. Ritesh Ramakrishnan, the director of the Transworld Group, to share a few words with us. Ritesh, please.
His Excellency Sultan Ahmed bin Sulayam, His Excellency Shri Sanjay Verma, Consul General of India, Mr. Mohammad Sharaf, Mr. Chakradharan, other distinguished dignitaries, customers, guests, and well-wishers. On behalf of the Transworld Group, I wish you all a very warm welcome and thank each and every one of you for gracing us on this occasion. Today is indeed a very special occasion for all of us at Transworld, as it is one where we are not only taking note of the past 35 years, but also one where we are plotting our path ahead to the next 35 and beyond. My father often says that whatever happens in business and in life, one should never ever compromise on integrity, your values, and ethics. This is something that I try to live up to on a daily basis. But to be more relevant, this is something that as an organization, Transworld and all the employees of the Transworld Group pride themselves on following this to the T. Perhaps testament of this fact is a large number of people and organizations here who have in their own way been associated with the Transworld Group for almost the entirety of our journey. Today is also a very special day as we are proud to reveal to all of you the new identity and the new logo of the Transworld Group and our group companies. whilst the actual launch is actually due to happen shortly, I would just like to point out that although we have changed our identity to reflect the times, reflect the dynamism and the ever-evolving nature of our industry, we have still kept our house colors and have not made too much of a drastic change to our identity. We believe that whilst an external change may happen, internally our values, our work culture, our ethics as an organization will and should never change. Before I invite our next speaker on stage, I feel we cannot continue today till I thank a few people. Firstly, I would like to make a special mention of all the employees of Transworld in the past and current for the continual efforts and tremendous hard work, for without them our organization would not have seen a day like today. I would also like to thank my entire team who worked so tirelessly over the past month, and the teams of Bullseye and Ms. Jyoti IS team for putting this entire event together. Lastly, just take a moment. Look at where we are right now. Looking at this setting, it's very hard to fathom that we're sitting barely a few kilometers from one of the world's busiest seaports, well within one of the most active free trade zones in the world, and a few kilometers away from what's touted to be one of the most busiest airports in the world. My friends who are not from Dubai, or who haven't had the privilege to grow up here, often ask me, what is it that sets Dubai apart? My answer often is very, very simple. It's just one word: vision. Right from His Highness Sheikh Rashid to His Highness Sheikh Maktoum to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, it is really the vision that has allowed us, like so many others, to be part of this great growth story. The very story of Jafsa itself and the port started off as the vision of His Excellency Sultan bin Sulaim, who was and we're very, very happy that he has agreed to grace us with his presence for this occasion. I would like to end with a quote by an American author, Tim Cahill. A journey is best measured in friends rather than miles. And seeing all of you here today, I can bravely say that it has definitely been a very special journey thus far. On behalf of the entire Transworld Group, I would like to once again welcome all of you and thank you for your continued support, encouragement, and good wishes. It's now my honor to invite on stage Mr. Elby Kulas, the Managing Director of the Transworld Group, to share a few words. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen.
His Excellency, Mr. Sultan Ahmed bin Sulaim, His Excellency, Mr. Sanjay Verma, Honorable Mr. Mohammed Sharaf, Mr. Chakradharan, honorable guests, and my dear colleagues. I stand before you attempting to present Transworld's 35 glorious years in about 3 minutes. Difficult, but not impossible. A further constraint is my admiration for George Burns, who once said that the secret of a good speech is to have a good beginning, a good end, and to keep the two together as close as possible. Whatever the limitation, I am here to pay tribute to the one who made it all happen, Mr. Sivaswamy, Ramesh's late father. He was a visionary par excellence. He proved the adage that disability does not mean lack of ability. He was an extremely humble person with a charitable nature. He was very caring and was a gracious host and a dependable friend. Walking the road of success, he always tried to lift up his less fortunate erstwhile colleagues. He never let go of his old friends and was not interested to cultivate new ones to match his growing stature and wealth. Blind in one eye and a feeble vision in the other, this diminutive and very humble man dared to dream. His dream was to own a ship. With a sharp mind and a superb mental retentivity, he created various financial scenarios in his mind and zeroed in on a 15-year-old multi-purpose ship which he named the Khalij Express. The year 1982 witnessed a shipping downturn akin to what we are witnessing right now. However, in his wisdom, he felt it is best to buy a ship when owners are exiting rather than during boom times. It worked extremely well. A keen listener and a man of few words, he spoke very softly, but put across his points with a gentle firmness. He always tried to inculcate in his employees the importance of action without delay. He would not accept excuses, but would tolerate bad consequences of an action taken in good faith but without delay. He steered his ships and navigated his companies with the main fuel of propulsion being integrity. Mostly, integrity is mistaken as a synonym for honesty. The difference is chalk and cheese. I would strongly recommend that one sees the 1992 Al Pacino movie, The Scent of a Woman. The importance of meaning of integrity could not be better demonstrated. Today, the Transworld Group drives all companies, both internally and externally, with integrity as the watchword. The one word standing out in our value-based mission statement is again integrity. Mr. Sivaswamy put his young son through a grueling training. He had his own boot camp. He started from the age of 17. When he passed away in 1989, Mr. Ramesh took over the reins with his father's training, holding him in good stead. The rest is history. I will leave it to Mr. Ramesh to run us through how he grew the companies both vertically and laterally and what his plans are for the future. Thank you, sirs.
Taking over next, it's the Managing Director, the Vice Chairman of Transworld, Mr. Ram Narayan.
Good morning, everyone, and let me welcome all of you to today's functions. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it's a great pride, and it's a great honor for me to be able to talk to you on a momentous occasion like this. Transworld having completed 35 years is a momentous occasion, and I'm very glad to see that over the years we have done well, and Transworld stands tall among the ship-owning community as well as logistics companies. While I stand here, my memories go back. It's quite nostalgic. I may not be able to recount everything that has happened in the past, but there are certain things which certainly stand out. The most important, of course, much of it was already talked about by Mr. Kulas, the memories of our beloved chairman, Mr. Swamy, as he was known. Very humble, hands-on, and his methods were very, very simple. Great clarity, man of great vision. And he was always a few steps ahead. He always anticipated what could go wrong, and he had alternate solutions. And I had it's my great privilege that I spent a number of years close to him. And he had a great vision too. And added to all these qualities, he was very fast when it came into action. As Mr. Kulas said, he always mentioned, action without delay is the route to success. Very unfortunately, we lost him in '89 to nature, and there was a void, which Ramesh filled in adequately. He was only in his 20s. He had to move to Dubai. Fortunately, we had Mr. Kulas, who could handhold, help him to put him on the saddle. Once Ramesh was on the saddle, Transworld simply galloped. Now let me take you to the early years of Transworld, how it all happened and how Transworld began. Mr. Swamy, after having spent quite a number of years in India with Hogue Lines, moved to Dubai when the Gulf was in its boom in the 60s. All the ships from everywhere was coming to Gulf, and the entire Gulf countries was being built, and Mr. Swamy's hands were full. During that time, there was also a Swiss company by name Conship, which used to call up to Gulf, and most of these lines went back empty. Mr. Swamy had the vision to talk to the owner of the company and asking him to try why not he come to India so that he gets some return cargoes. Conship itself was a little bit of an interesting organization. It had Dr. Ravano, who was a chairman of a bank, as the head. They built ships at the German yards. They had Italians for the flair of sails and English for administration. It was a very interesting to see how they functioned, and we learned a lot from them as well. And he invited Conship to come to India. When they came in, there was a very strong conference in India which was ruling the roost. The service was not great from the conference. They had a ship going from Bombay, Cochin, Calcutta, and Chennai, and ending up in Europe in 5 months' time. But to be able to get space on these ships was a nightmare. People had to stand in queues in front of the shipping companies, literally begging for space. In this milieu came in Conship. In fact, Transworld was responsible for it. And against great odds, Transworld succeeded. In fact, the conference went on to say that anyone shipping with Transworld would be boycotted. But we had a better service. It was a service which went directly from Bombay to Europe in 20 days' time. And the freight was, anyone here in shipping community should know, the freight was $5,000 a box. Those days, I hope, would come back sometime. And because there was no trained staff, we had to pick young people, largely those who went to school with me or played soccer with me, came in. We had nothing to lose. We were fighting a conference which was 150 years old, and all that we had was an ambition to succeed, and Mr. Swamy to direct us. And we took on the conference, which was 150 years old, and made sure that we succeeded. Those days, the combative spirit of the people who work for Transworld, there was nothing like a manager, an accountant. The entire staff was at the port. The port conditions were very bad. The first ship, I remember when it came, Vessel Exporter, it had about 250 TEUs capacity ship, was calling all the way from Bombay to Europe. The entire port was there to see a container ship because nobody had ever seen a container ship. And it took us 3 days to discharge 57 TEUs of empties and load back 5. But it was a great learning experience. So we had Vessel Exporter 1, 2, and 3, and Dr. Ravano, who said, okay, you have done well. But now, he said, I will not be able to bring in geared ships. I'm going to send you gearless ships. Bombay did not have any equipments to talk of. It was only the ingenuity of the labor which made sure that things went on. When this news of gearless ships came, you can very well imagine what our position was. Mr. Swamy flew from Dubai to Bombay. We had great consultations with the port as well as the stevedore. As we were wondering how to handle the situation, Mr. Swamy, despite all his handicap on the eyesight, spotted a crane which was there long time, long distance, which was standing idle. He asked the stevedore as to what it was. He said, this is a crane which put up the Howrah crane, and it was during the World War, had done tremendous work. But it is now in Bombay doing nothing, unused for a number of years. We went to the ship, I went to the crane, and Mr. Swamy got the engineers to work on it. In 2 days' time, he made sure the crane was working. So we had a 60-ton crane standing on a quay where we were going to put the gearless ships. The gearless ship arrived. The crane would not plumb to the entire ship. So we had to discharge one side of the ship, turn around the ship, and discharge the other. For 200 TUs to be handled, it took us 15 days. And we worked 3 shifts. And with absolutely no equipments on ground. The entire staff was working overtime. We had nothing to lose but to be able to succeed and to be able to prove that we sustained the faith of Mr. Swamy who had on us. It was a great learning experience. Ever since, Transworld always has believed in taking up new talent, bringing them the new guys, and training them well. And all that mattered was, what is it that, are you in a position to give everything to the company? The company will give you everything in return. And that culture has sustained us. And today, most of the companies Transworld handles is headed by people who have grown from the ranks. So this great spirit, competitive spirit, to be able to work against great odds and succeed has been the hallmark of our employees. Not only that, many of the Transworld people are socially committed as well. When there was a huge problem in Gujarat, when there was an earthquake or cold wave in north, they have rushed there on their own, risking their own lives. So I must thank the quality of people whom Transworld has had the privilege of getting in for all the success which made us what we had here today. That something else also happened. The customers were very happy that we were bringing on table something new, something better. And once they tasted that we could give a much better service on the container side, they wanted more. More owners were interested in coming to India, but they were not prepared to send their ships. Mr. Swamy decided that he would own a ship, and Mr. Kulas spotted the vessel called Dion, a French ship of Nan. It was stranded for 6 odd months in Toulon in France. On a wintry day, we all went there, Mr. Kulas heading the technical team. It was a fabulous ship. It had a cabin for the master which would fit the kings. And our engineers were told that it is a peel stick engine which is 10 years ahead of time, and it would take almost 3-4 weeks before the vessel can be mobilized. But our engineers made it happen within a short time of a week. The only thing which they could not spot was there were 2 tanks in the ship, the purpose of which completely foxed our engineers. That's the only time when I have found our technical team finding it difficult to spot what the problem was. It turned out that these 2 tanks were meant to carry wine for the consumption of the staff. This is how the French built, and the ship had a breakable container, it had reefer capacity, so it was a great ship. But within weeks' time, our engineers could mobilize it, and it was renamed Khalij Express, ran a long time between Bombay and Dubai. And this was followed by another ship, which was Orient Express, which we bought from Japanese, where people could hardly get into the cabin, because Japanese made sure that everything on the ship was to carry cargo, not so much of an accommodation. So whatever be the nationality of the ship, whether our engineers were able to cope with it, and a great credit must be given to the technical team of Transworld, because we always bought second-hand ships, which they managed to run very well. So the people who work for the Transworld Group have made a great contribution towards this. And I must also say that once we started running the feeder services, more and more ship owners wanted services to be extended to them. There was UAE, there was Messina, there was CMA, CGM, name, and every ship owner who had come to India had to use Transworld's feeder services. And in many of the ports in India, Transworld was the first one to call there. So I must really thank the owners of the big giants like Maersk and APL for showing so much of confidence in Transworld. And I must also say that in return, they were served very, very well. There is also another thing which a facet of the whole success is the role which Dubai played. Transworld was launched by our founder from Dubai, and we have great relationship with DP World. Mr. Ramesh has a very close relationship, and we must thank DP World for what they have done to our ports. Our ports were in terrible condition, and we have gone through hell working there, and I'm thankful that there have been investments from companies like DP World who have changed the way the ports run in India. And sitting in Dubai, it has also given us access to all the multinational companies. And when we were having problems having telephones in India, we could communicate with the rest of the world because we had the presence in Dubai. So I would like to thank Dubai for all the contribution which it has made in the success of Transworld. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As we go forward, I'm sure these qualities which we have imbibed over the past will stand us in good stead, and we will be able to see much more growth in the coming years. If the qualities of Mr. Swamy, if somebody did not know him well enough, you should not wonder where Mr. Ramesh got those qualities from. We certainly salute the spirit of our founder, and we are sure that we will live up to those expectations. And in the last few days, what I have seen of Ritesh, I'm sure that this legacy will continue to grow. Thank you so much for your patience here.
Getting into the crux of the matter, taking you back in time, giving you a glimpse of how it all started. Thanks a lot, Mr. Ram Narayan. Coming up next, we got Mr. Ramesh Ramakrishnan. He's the chairman of Transworld Group, to share a few words and take us through about the journey and beyond. Mr. Ramesh, please.
His Excellency Sultan Ahmed bin Sulaim, Chairman of DP World, His Excellency Sanjay Verma, Consul General of India, His Excellency Cheong Ming Fung, Consul General of Singapore, of course my friend Mr. Mohammad Sharaf, CEO of DP World, Mr. Chakradharan, and all my friends and well-wishers who have come in here today to be with us. Let me begin with a very big thank you to all of you for taking time off from your busy schedule to be a part of our 35th anniversary celebration. I'm indeed humbled to see so many of our friends, well-wishers, and customers here on this occasion. Today is a very momentous day in the history of Transworld. What started as a small shipping agency in 1977 has now reached a milestone, completing 35 successful years in the shipping and logistic industry. The journey has been filled with a lot of challenges and hardships. As we reflect on our journey and achievement of 35 years, it is also time for us to renew our objective to be a seamless supply chain service provider. Our new corporate identity falls in line with this renewed focus to continue our strive to achieve perfection. As part of this mission, we have expanded and consolidated our existing operations. We are now pleased to announce our foray into bulk carriers and, of course, special project verticals. We believe these expansions will add great value to our core business within the umbrella of container shipping. We have also added 3 new container vessels to our fleet in the year 2012, along with the increase in capacity of containers and increased focus on the reefer market within the region, has led to a strong growth for Transworld. This launch comes at a landmark moment in the history of Transworld. From our humble beginnings as a shipping agent in 1977, today Transworld has evolved to be a powerhouse providing shipping and end-to-end solutions. The high growth would not have been possible but for the hard efforts of the extended Transworld family, our employees. We are indeed blessed with an extremely passionate team. I would like to take this opportunity to thank each one of them for their valuable contribution. Needless to say, we have always enjoyed the support of DP World, JAFSA, and other authorities of Dubai and UAE, which has enabled us to be efficient and timely in providing an unmatched quality of service to our customers and business partners. A lot has been spoken about integrity by the earlier speakers, Mr. Ramnarayan and Mr. Kulas and Ritesh. I would like to add here the cornerstone for all our success and growth in the past 35 years has been built on integrity, and I'm confident we'll follow this value as we move into the next 35 years. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for coming here and being here with us. Thank you.
So finally, the moment has arrived. It's time to unveil the new look. A look which showcases the renewed vision of the Transworld Group. And Transworld, I'm sure, is proud about their brand new branding. How this branding really looks like, that's going to be unveiled. And there's also an audio visual to go after that. But before that, let me invite His Excellency Sultan Ahmed bin Sulaim. He is the chairman of the DP World, to bring forth this absolutely gorgeous looking new logo of the Transworld Group. So can we have His Excellency Mr. Sultan on stage, please?
The world alters as we walk in it. Change itself is changing in step with the times. Transworld unveils a new logo, reinforcing a legacy of trust while signaling a brand new future. Transworld.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Excellency, Consul General of India, Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations on the new logo. Congratulations on the successful journey of Transworld. I have met many people in the past in Jebel Ali who came with ideas of starting feeder services, and I haven't seen one successful. People come with ideas, grand ideas of linking Dubai with lower Gulf, upper Gulf, and all that. Good plans. But so far, I haven't seen very successful businesses. This can say a lot about your company, that you have a dedicated group, you have people who understand the business very well, and I think that's what allows success. Success is really from belief in the company. The ability of the leaders, the ability of the managers is to mobilize the employees into a goal that they want to reach. The ability to mobilize is very important, and I think this has been evident. So I'd like to congratulate you. You're a true entrepreneurial spirit of Dubai. This is how people operate in Dubai. Successful ideas come with hard work and dedication. Congratulations, and wish you all the success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, His Highness Sultan Ahmed bin Sulaim, the chairman of the DP World. Ab kuch meetha ho jaye. It's time to call Mr. Mohammed Sharaf. He's the CEO of the DP World. And there you go. 35 glorious years of the Transworld Group. I hope you like the logo. That's the vision forward, courtesy the Transworld Group. Requesting Mr. Mohammed Sharaf, CEO of the DP World, to do the honors.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ramesh, distinguished guests, when I was sitting here, I couldn't see the number of people here. I'm really, truly surprised that, not surprised, to see that Ramesh has so many friends. I'm one of them. Ramesh, thank you very much for your friendship, for your support that you have given DP World to me personally, not only here in Dubai, but elsewhere that we've been working with. In this company, many people talked about the past of this company. I can see also the future in here. I saw the young Ramesh, and I can see this company to be a very truly visionary company. As our chairman said also, that many people talk about it, you guys have done it. Well done, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mohammed Sharaf. And time now to have our guest of honor, His Excellency Sanjay Verma, the Consul General of India, to share a few words with us. Mr. Sanjay, please.
Your Excellency Sultan Ahmed bin Sulaim, Chairman, DP World, Ramesh, Mrs. Prabhakar, Ritesh, the admirable generals of your team, the CEO of DP World, the COO of DP World, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning, namaskar and salaam alaikum. The 2-3 speeches early on were very, very interesting, and You mentioned that at a point of time in Mumbai, it is only the sheer hard work of the workers minus the infrastructure which turned around the project. My mind went back to a particular movie by Amitabh Bachchan called Diwar, and if that was any indication of the state of labor on the ports, I wonder how you managed to do even that. But 35 years, if you look at the past, is a long time, but if you look at the future, it's just the beginning. And I come here not just as the Consul General, but I come here as a friend. I come here to show the support of the Government of India and your consulate to you, your team, for the journey ahead. Yours is truly a remarkable company. The highs and lows, the tides of shipping industries every few years have been difficult, but you have survived that. You've grown in strength, consolidated. It's thanks to the vision of your father and the great team you have. It's very obvious. The chemistry you share with your senior executives is fantastic. And this is what is at the heart of the India-UAE relationship. People-to-people relations, trade, corporates. It's no wonder that the India-UAE trade last year was $200 million a day, or about $1.346 billion a week, and above $71 billion for the entire year. And this is just the beginning, I would say. Investments are picking up. The relationship in history and culture has always been strong, and it is only because of corporates like yours, professionals, Indian professionals here, and the support of our Emirati brothers who have had faith in the enterprise and hard work of the Indian community to make this great partnership possible between India and the UAE. And today is a day of celebration, not just for Transworld. I would see as a day of celebration of the hundreds and thousands of small partnerships which exist between Indians and the Emiratis. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency Sanjay Verma, Consul General of India. We got one more guest, a guest of honor, Mr. Chakradharan, partner of Afridian Angel, and also a very close friend of the founder, so I'm sure he's got loads of stories to share, but he's going to keep it nice and short. Transworld Group, we have something special right after this. That's a secret. Hang in there.
Distinguished guests, Ramesh, ladies and gentlemen. Kulas said that quoting Burns about a brief speech. A brief speech is like a mini, short enough to cover the subject matter, but revealing enough to be interesting. So I shall be very brief. I shall choose brevity to levity. You have listened to several speeches. My association with the Transworld Group goes back several years. I first had the good fortune to meet the late Mr. Sivaswamy in Colombo, even before I came here. The Khalij Express was the first vessel that they purchased, and the mortgage deed was drawn up by me for the local bank. I produced a document of 6 pages instead of the normal 60 pages that one would produce. And I said to the bank, I know Sivaswamy, his word is as good as his bond. There is no need to have long documents. Paul Getty borrowed all his money on IOU chits. All loans were repaid. We have 500 pages today, and many of them turned sour. And the bank accepted it. The loan was in fact prepaid. Those were the fundamental features of the late Sivaswamy. Humble, humility was just his nature, professionalism, and completely ethical in his entire conduct. And it is these values that Ramesh and Mahesh have inherited and it is these values that they have cherished and carried on with for many years. This firm has won several international accolades in their field of ownership, management, as agents, and they continue to build on the success. It's time for the next generation to take over. And I see Ritesh here, and I'm sure he will be guided by his father on the values that this firm has always cherished. They have also been blessed with tremendous professionalism and headed by Ramnarayanan and Kulash, who have always helped this wonderful family to build on success and grow from strength to strength. As I speak today, I can virtually see the late Sivaswamy, the founder, from up above, nodding and smiling at the success this firm has achieved. May I take this opportunity to wish them even greater success in the future. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Chakradharan, a partner of Afridi and Angel. And well, thanks a lot for sparing your valuable time coming down here and being a part of the success of the Transworld Group, celebrating 35 years with a brand new logo, a vision forward. And yes, for all those questions that the media and the press has, we have a press conference happening. The people here will guide you through. This is at the reception area. We also have the lunch to be served, so the buffet is open as well. And thanks a lot once again to all you wonderful people for sparing time and being a part of this wonderful occasion.
association with the shipping industry has been shorter than this. During this period of 20 plus years that I have known Transworld Group, I've seen integrity in them. I've seen that they live by their principles. I've seen them the growing, and I've seen them as an organization who not only talk about plans, they talk and they implement their plans. And what we see today is the fruit of what they have planted 35 years ago, and I wish them all the best for further, not 35, maybe 350 and more years. All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. शरफ से बुलाना है।
Can you do it? Okay. Requesting all the dignitaries, special guests to head straight to the reception, and if you're wanting to have a press con, any query,